there's a certain quiet wisdom that settles into life after 60, like the soft light of morning that spills gently across the kitchen table, illuminating the lines on our hands that tell stories no one else can truly know. In these years, time becomes both a gift and a teacher, reminding us that the small things, those quiet, intentional acts we perform day in and day out, can shape not only how we feel but how long we remain vibrant, capable, and alive. While youth might have been about chasing the clock, climbing ladders, and meeting deadlines, this chapter of life is different. It's about preservation, restoration, and appreciation. The routines we choose now have the power to extend our lives, not only in years but in richness and clarity. They don't require grand gestures or exhausting regimens. Instead, they thrive in the ordinary: the cup of warm water in the morning, the walk around the block, the quiet minute of breath before the day unfolds. These routines are the anchors that keep the body agile and the mind clear, that keep our connections strong and our spirits nourished. And so, as the candle of time continues its slow burn, let us pause and consider the simple yet profound rituals that have the power to lengthen our journey and deepen its meaning. If these quiet reflections bring warmth to your day, I kindly invite you to click like, subscribe to Lantern of Time, and tap the bell so you're always nearby when a new light is lit and a new story is ready to be shared. Today, we reflect together on 7 daily habits that can truly add years to your life after 60, gently, wisely, and with gratitude in every breath. 1. Begin every morning with hydration. Water is life, an old phrase, perhaps, but one that becomes more vital with each passing year. After a long night of rest, our bodies wake up quietly thirsty. The organs, muscles, and even the brain long for a fresh start, and nothing nourishes them more gently than a tall glass of water. This one act, done before anything else, before coffee, before breakfast, before even turning on the television, can awaken the system in a way that's almost poetic. It flushes out the remnants of the night, eases digestion, and helps regulate blood pressure, especially important as we age. It's a ritual as old as time, the body rising to greet the day, the water rising to meet the body. But it isn't only about quenching thirst, it's about intention. Choosing to hydrate each morning is choosing to tend to yourself, to acknowledge your needs first. You may wish to add a slice of lemon for vitamin C, or a pinch of sea salt to aid mineral absorption, but the act itself speaks volumes. It says, I care about my body. It says, I'm not rushing through life anymore. Over time, this simple morning habit helps reduce joint stiffness, maintain skin elasticity, and even support clearer thinking. It's the most fundamental act of self-love, and it costs nothing. So as you wake each morning, while the sun still stretches its arms across the earth, pour yourself that first glass of water. Feel its coolness flow through your being. Let it be the start of a day lived with intention. For in this one gentle habit, you are already choosing longevity, clarity, and grace. 2. Embrace gentle movement right after waking. Waking up the body isn't something that should be rushed. After 60, our joints and muscles respond best to gentle invitations, light stretching, calm breath, and slow movements that say, "Good morning, I'm here." Whether it's a few neck rolls, sometime reaching your arms toward the ceiling, or circling your ankles before you rise from bed, these simple movements begin to signal to the body that it's time to engage with the day, on your terms. This routine doesn't need to be long or intense. In fact, 5 to 10 minutes of gentle morning motion can work wonders. It helps loosen stiff joints, improve blood circulation, and reduce the risk of injury throughout the day. It's like tuning a musical instrument before a performance. Your body thanks you for making it ready. Even seated stretches or slow Tai Chi movements can offer immense benefits, harmonizing both body and mind before the bustle begins. These moments also offer a kind of sacred pause. You're not rushing into tasks or chores, but grounding yourself in presence. Many older adults who make morning movement a habit find that their posture improves, their knees feel steadier, and their confidence in everyday mobility strengthens. It's not about pushing limits, it's about respecting your body's rhythm and offering it compassion and care. 3. Savor a nutritious breakfast with purpose. There's something deeply comforting about a morning meal. For generations, it's been a place of family connection, morning papers, and the scent of toast or oatmeal. But as we age, breakfast becomes more than just tradition, it becomes the foundation of health. After 60, our metabolism shifts, our digestive systems slow a little, and our bodies require nutrients that are easier to absorb and packed with long-lasting energy. A breakfast rich in fiber, healthy fats, and protein, think oatmeal with flaxseed, eggs with avocado, or Greek yogurt with berries, can steady blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and support brain function throughout the day. More than what you eat, though, is how you eat. Savoring your meal, taking slow bites, appreciating textures, even sitting near a window where sunlight can touch your face, nourishes more than your stomach. It creates a routine of mindfulness, of presence. You're no longer just fueling up to rush out the door, as perhaps you once did during your working years. You're honoring the act of beginning again, with thought and attention. A good breakfast also sets the tone for the day's decisions. Those who start their morning with wholesome food are far more likely to continue making healthful choices as the hours unfold. So choose with intention, eat with joy, and know that each morning's meal is another building block toward a longer, more vibrant life. 4. Get outside and soak in the morning light. There is something healing about the morning sun, the way it gently touches the skin, casting a golden hue over everything it meets. For those of us in our 60s and beyond, stepping outside in the early light can be one of the most profound daily habits we cultivate. Morning sunlight helps regulate our circadian rhythm, keeping our sleep-wake cycles balanced and our mood uplifted. Just 15 to 30 minutes outside can encourage natural production of serotonin, which not only combats depression but also supports restful sleep at night. This quiet ritual, stepping out onto the porch with a warm drink, or walking slowly beneath the trees, connects us with the rhythms of the earth. It reminds us we are part of something larger, and it fosters gratitude. The fresh air awakens the lungs, while the subtle sounds of birdsong or rustling leaves provide a calming soundtrack to the day's beginning. Over time, this simple habit may help reduce blood pressure, increase vitamin D levels, and encourage a sense of peace. The key is consistency, not rushing or multitasking, but allowing the light to bathe your face, your hands, your heart. With each morning spent outside, you are nourishing both body and spirit. It is a natural, restorative gift that is always available, if we only take the time to receive it. 5. Practice mindful breathing or meditation. In the quiet stillness of the morning, before the world truly wakes and before the day begins to pull you in many directions, there is a golden opportunity to simply breathe. Not the kind of hurried breath we take when rushing to the phone or standing in line, but intentional, mindful breathing that grounds you fully in the present moment. After 60, when stress has had its share of years to leave imprints on our bodies, our minds, and our sleep, developing a daily habit of breath awareness or meditation can be one of the most transformative routines you invite into your life. Just 5 or 10 minutes each morning, sitting in a comfortable chair, eyes closed, focusing gently on the in-breath and the out-breath, can calm the nervous system, lower cortisol, and center the spirit in a way no pill or appointment ever could. Over time, this daily routine becomes more than just a mental exercise, it becomes a spiritual touchstone, a place you can return to regardless of what the rest of the day holds. You might use a guided meditation or simply focus on the rhythm of your breath, letting each inhale stretch across your chest, and each exhale soften your shoulders. The breath reminds us that we are alive, here, now, and that is no small thing. This kind of mindful attention trains the brain toward resilience and clarity. Studies show that older adults who meditate daily experience better memory retention, reduced anxiety, and improved immune responses. But beyond the science, there's a deeper truth. This quiet moment becomes a sacred pause in the ever-moving stream of life. And what's more beautiful is that you carry it with you. Even after your meditation ends, the sense of calm and clarity follows you into your morning, into your conversations, into how you prepare your tea or tie your shoes. By choosing to breathe mindfully each day, you are reminding yourself that life isn't about rushing to the next task, it's about being awake to this moment, just as it is. And in this awareness, we find not only peace but longevity of mind, of heart, and of spirit. 6. Maintain a consistent wake-up time. While it may sound simple, almost too simple, Keeping a consistent wake-up time is one of the most underestimated daily habits that can quietly, powerfully extend the quality and length of your life. After retirement or as daily demands begin to shift, it can be tempting to sleep in on some days and rise early on others, to let the clock become a soft suggestion rather than a guide. But the body, particularly after 60, craves rhythm, predictable patterns that keep your internal systems running smoothly. Waking at the same time each morning, even on weekends, helps regulate your circadian rhythm, improves sleep quality at night, and balances essential hormones like melatonin and cortisol that govern everything from energy to digestion to immune function. This daily rhythm also establishes a sense of purpose and structure, both of which are vital for emotional health and mental acuity. When you begin each day at a steady hour, your body starts to anticipate the morning light, your digestion becomes more regular, and your mood benefits from the lack of jarring surprises to your internal clock. Over weeks and months, this simple commitment to routine becomes a quiet superpower, one that supports everything from heart health to cognitive sharpness. But beyond the physiological benefits, waking consistently becomes a declaration: I greet this day on purpose. I choose to rise, to begin, to continue. This daily act affirms a rhythm to life that so many lose in later years. And while the rest of the world might still be turning in bed, you are already rooted, grounded in your intention, your awareness, and your quiet power. And so, with each morning that you rise at your chosen hour, you are not just waking, you are actively building the architecture of a longer, healthier life. 7. Engage in a moment of gratitude before the day begins. There's perhaps no habit more quietly life-extending than the simple practice of gratitude. It's not always flashy, and it doesn't come with a nutrition label or a prescription pad, but it nourishes the heart and the mind in a way that touches everything else. Especially after 60, when you've weathered storms, said goodbye to people you loved, and watched the world shift in ways both beautiful and bewildering, cultivating a practice of daily gratitude becomes a kind of lifeline. And it begins with just a few moments each morning, before breakfast, before the news, before the day has had its say, to reflect gently on what is still good, still beautiful, still yours. You don't need a journal or a long list. Just pause. Close your eyes. Think of one thing, a sound, a smell, a face, a memory, that fills your heart. Maybe it's the way the light filters through the curtains, or the feel of warm slippers on your feet. Maybe it's the knowledge that someone, somewhere, is thinking of you. These reflections need not be grand. The power of gratitude lies in its simplicity. And yet, the health effects are profound. Regular gratitude practice has been linked to reduced inflammation, better heart health, stronger sleep, and even longer life expectancy. Even more importantly, gratitude reorients the mind away from fear and lack, and back toward abundance and peace. It shifts your gaze from what hurts to what heals. It prepares you to meet each day with open hands instead of clenched fists. And over time, it builds a kind of emotional resilience that keeps you not just alive, but awake to the miracle of your own existence. A grateful heart beats longer and brighter. As the candle of this reflection burns slowly toward its end, let us carry with us a quiet reverence for the routines we've explored. Because in truth, they are not merely tasks to be checked off or habits to be measured, they are invitations. Invitations to honor our bodies, to calm our minds, to nurture our spirits. They are small, steady affirmations of life. After 60, time may feel more precious, more fleeting, but it also becomes more spacious if we let it, more full of moments that matter. The routines we choose now, the small things we do with consistency and care, become the very threads that hold together our vitality, our purpose, and our presence. And so, whether it's sipping warm water at dawn, stepping outside to greet the morning sun, or taking 5 quiet breaths with your hand over your heart, these rituals are not about fear of aging, they are about welcoming each new day with hope, with joy, and with the quiet strength that comes from having lived long enough to know what truly matters. Thank you for spending this time here with me, reflecting by the soft light of this burning candle. If this gentle message touched you in any way, if it reminded you of your strength, or brought peace to your heart, please consider supporting this space by clicking like, subscribing to Lantern of Time, and ringing the notification bell so that you'll be gently reminded when the next candlelight reflection is ready. Together, let's keep honoring life, one quiet moment at a time.